Welcome guys. If you're not aware, I also have a crime channel where I do tarot, spirit sessions and case analysis. If you're into that, subscribe guys. There's a link in the description box below. I'll see you over there. Hi lovelies, welcome. So glad you could be here with me today. Hope you're all doing really well. We're going to be doing the Twin Flame Tarot and see what's going on with the masculine and the feminine energies today, this week. Let's have a look here. So we've got the masculine here with the Light Seers Tarot is what I'm working with today for him. And as a lot of you know, I do channel saying he and she for each one, but you know, as you know, a lot of you could be female and resonate with the masculine energy, and could be male resonating with the feminine energy. And identifying that way. But don't forget also that if you classify yourself as a divine feminine, just say, you can come into your masculine energy very strongly, but it may not necessarily mean that you are a masculine, but you know, vice versa. I was talking to somebody just the other day on this as well, this subject, who said they are a male who has a very strong feminine energy. It's just about balancing that out as well. So this is by Chris Ann, this tarot here, the Light Seers Tarot, and I'm using the Enchanted Tarot for the feminine energies today, who is by Amy Zerner and Monty Faber. And just a quick note as well on saying back on those masculine feminine energies, don't forget the twin flames are mirrors to each other as well. We often mirror the energy that they're you know, vibrating at as well, the frequency that they're on. So because don't forget, even though there are polar opposites, we're also very much taking on each other's energy. And sometimes it can flip. Sometimes the feminines are the ones running away and the masculines are chasing. You know, usually it's the opposite way around. It is so hard to explain it, but it is, I feel it's the only way I can explain it. Yes, so today I'm using my Divine Timing Oracle that I created, and I'm using for the guidance cards these beautiful Healing Energy Oracle cards by Mario Deguay. I think that's how you say his name. We've got the Divine Love Oracle that I created, and Charming Oracles Love Messages. We're using the Hidden Truth Oracle by All Things Intuitive, and the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight will be the energy cards. And I felt drawn to using my Divine Confessions of a Broken Heart Volume 1 cards today as well. Let's get started, guys. Let's see the energy of the masculine first up. What current energy is he sitting in just generally right now, please, Spirit? Masculine. What current energy is he sitting in right now? Just for this week. And it's a timeless reading. What current energy is the masculine sitting in right now, please, Spirit? Just in his life. Haven't used these cards for a while, as you can tell. Masculine energy, current energy generally, please. Whoop, there it is. Okay, there's an emotional whirlwind going on within the masculines. Affected, dramatic, unstable. So there could be some turmoil in his life currently that's just making him feel emotionally restless. Maybe some fear is arising here. Let's have a look. Could be feeling quite emotional. Yeah, dealing with some shadows this week, guys. So this is the devil. Could be, for some of them, addiction-related things here, where there could be some withdrawals. I mean, addiction doesn't have to be drugs, okay? It could be alcohol, it could be gambling, could be sex, could be anything that we can see here that could be a shadow arising for the masculines that may not be really dealing with some emotional trauma. Something has got him in a whirlwind, okay, right here. And it could be that he's trying to maintain control, trying to push things down, trying to rise above. And it could be that there could be some anger arising here, frustrations, anything that you could see as like a shadow energy could be just swirling around him right now. He might not be somebody that we could really approach right now. And this is a Capricorn energy here as well. And I mean, some of them might want to reach out to the feminine. We see him reaching out here as well. It looks like he's doing that. And we see somebody here who wears a hood, you know, maybe he does wear a hoodie, but it's like he's got his head in his hands, like he just can't face something right now, is finding it really difficult to go through the motions, you know, those emotions. Yes, it's like, you know, what do they say? Emotions are, Emotions are feelings in motion or something along those lines. But it feels like he just, it's in his head as well as his heart chakra right here, going around and around. It's interesting we see the hair like this because it kind of looks like there's air going through his hair. So he was seeing like this whirlwind, and it's almost like his hair is spinning out. So it's like almost like he's not grounded at the moment either. So he maybe find it really hard to ground his energy, and might be flighty, just needs to take off, and just be on his own at the moment. That's what it looks like there. So this could be something that is like a whirlwind where it just comes in really quickly and then leaves, and then, you know, he's just got to pick himself up and just keep going. Or it could be something that's with him for a while. It really depends, I guess, on the masculine that we're talking about right here. But something has him in a bit of a tiz. He's not feeling very, like, got that clarity. Something's upset him. So let's have a look here at the feminine's current energy, okay? Current energy for the feminine, please, Spirit. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, and watching. Something she's not letting go of, that she's holding on to right now. Could be a grudge, could be her past, could be the masculine. Let's just have a look. What's she holding on to or obsessing over? Oh, I fall on the floor. Oh, there's a grief. There's a sadness here for the feminine. This does represent grief. 5 of Cups usually represents the heartbreak. Look at the broken hearts here. And it's interesting, we do have the masculine there and a feminine. So it could definitely be around the masculine right now, that there's some heartache here, that there's a lot of sorrow, maybe some deep regrets. She is clinging on to something and maybe watching him from afar, not letting go, obsessing over something, holding on to her heartbreak. Maybe there's some pain she's just finding really hard to let go of here as well. And I mean, we are looking at a general energy here. Is this something that's going on between them right here? Or is this something that's going on in her own life personally? Has there been somebody that has left her life just recently? Is there pain from her past that she's, you know, maybe something happened between them that's bringing up something for her that was a core issue. But yeah, this just looks like there's a lot of sadness here for the feminine right now. And I get like a mirror. I'm seeing a mirror. So I don't know if some feminines are looking in a mirror and they're just feeling really lost, really sad, like they don't know who they are anymore. Feels like there's kind of like a looking at one's reflection and looking at their life and thinking, this is not where I wanted to be. This is not where it's meant to be. So let's have a look at the masculine, okay? What is he feeling right now for the feminine? On a deeper level, what is he feeling? Oh my gosh, guys. There's shattered, damaged, brokenhearted, destroyed. So it really does make sense that this is between them. This energy is quite heavy. And as I'm tuning in, it is quite heavy on the heart. So this could have been a very recent thing that happened between you, or it's just a very raw energy, a raw pain that's still there, lingering, okay? Lingering, swirling around him emotionally. And also with the devil too, it talks about attachments. So it looks like he's also not letting go of something emotionally, but he's feeling very brokenhearted right here as well. Oh, what's that? Oh, no, that might have been from the last one, sorry. I don't think I actually even shuffled on them. All right, hang on a minute. They want to fly everywhere. Shattered. Deeper feelings, please, Spirit. What's going on with that, with the masculine? Oh, there it is. It's come up. So he's feeling guarded. He's guarding his heart right now. Taking time out, might be a little bit defensive, trying to ground his energy, maybe, trying to preserve his energy right now. Yes, there could have been a self-esteem issue in this. But the Judgment card represents shedding the old. It's about looking at our past mistakes or our actions and where they've brought us to today. Was there something the masculine blames himself for? Was there a blame going on here? Is there like a internalizing going on for the masculine perhaps? Yeah, look at that, the death rebirth card. Very interesting because this is a Pluto energy as well with the Judgment card, and this is a Scorpio energy, very scorpionic Capricorn energy right here as well. But what I see here is that there's been some kind of an awakening. This has brought whatever this whirlwind is here and this heartbreak in this time of closing down or just putting up barriers or boundaries or whatever is going on there. He's shutting out people, maybe even the feminine. There is this awakening. There's some kind of realization that's occurring within him. What's that to do with? What's the revelation here? Euphoria, chasing thrills, joy, laughter. Now, sometimes this can represent this devil energy. It's devilish, right? It can sometimes mean things that are hidden. Could be temptations, could be infidelities, could be just being addicted, to the casual relationships, the flings, no strings attached kind of thing, which is weird because it is strings attached with the devil. But what I see is that maybe in some ways he was really just not being real with himself, maybe not being really grounded, maybe even if it's very different to what he's really feeling and his values, there could have been this thing that he put on a front to the feminine that he doesn't need a relationship. Yes, there could have been something where some action he's taken had really hurt the feminine, and he might be really feeling quite bad about that right now because he might have been chasing thrills, chasing just maybe selfishly in some ways his own, whatever he was addicted to or wanted to achieve, whatever was bringing him that self-satisfaction there. But yet you look at this deep love, soulmates, unity. So he might have come across as like really... yeah, putting out that front like it's just fun. It's just fun, okay? It's just fun times, when really he's on a deeper level feeling the spiritual connection with her. And maybe initially when he came into this, he was thinking that it was really cool, really fun, maybe keeping her at arm's length. But deep down has really developed this very strong spiritual love here. And it's a revelation that's come to him maybe too late, okay, after things have broken apart here, or it's almost like that split, okay? So what is the feminine feeling on a deeper level for the masculine right here? Yeah, okay. One day, someday, somewhere, another time. So there is a sadness here. We see the two people walking in the rain. And it is almost like that real nostalgic energy of looking at something and being so heartbroken that you kind of feel like you have no choice but to let go, but you can't let go because there's so many feelings, there's so much hurt, so much unresolved things going on here. So yeah, she might be thinking that, okay, maybe it's just not the right time with the way things are going. It's a lot of sadness with that realization. There's the sun. Yeah, and this is definitely like some optimism here for maybe another time. Another chapter, another time. And yeah, it's interesting how we got excuse me, that's coming up again in my reading. Sometimes when it's such a weird thing, but I feel like when I got indigestion or I need to burp or something, it's such a weird thing. I've just realized it in my readings just recently, and it usually happens in my crime readings that I'm doing, that there's a fear. And just as I was doing that, I was thinking about these two birds communicating, like the messengers communicating eye to eye. See, they're looking at each other. There's communication. There's happy communication. And this could be a fear that it may never work, that they may never have that. It's not happening now. So will it ever happen? Because this someday, somewhere, another time is kind of left open. There's no closure. It's almost like still leaving that door open for something, but not really knowing if it's going to happen, but maybe it will, and it's a sadness. So let's see what they do want to say. Oh, man, it's heavy. Okay, masculine energy. What do you want to say to the feminine? And it's interesting, I felt drawn to this one. No one loves you like I do. You mean more to me than you know. And these are things he may not have said. And he says here, I often think of reaching out to you, but stop myself out of fear. Yeah, he might be afraid that, you know, she's not going to really want to be open to this. Even though we kind of see this hanging on, there's a hurt here. Yeah, and that's a Leo energy too there. And I haven't really moved on from us and am thinking of making contact. So there's this toing and froing. Do I message? Do I not message? Because he's also in this heartbroken energy, feeling really sad, feeling lost, feeling like I'm missing out. It's almost like that feeling of, is it too late? Yes, often think of reaching out to you. I haven't really moved on from us. So he's also holding on and thinking of making contact, but is fearful of making contact. And the feminine says, wow, look at that. What did I say? She's holding on. I can't let you go. Wow, it's so sad. And I wasn't strong enough. It was easier to walk away. Yeah, maybe she was the one that did that. I need to learn more. Can we talk? So there's that optimism of, optimistic energy around communication. But at the same time, it's like she's in two energies. It's like, I need to learn more. I want to know, where are you at? Because she might be feeling it, even through the pain, that there is this, it's unresolved. And there is this need to talk something out, to, talk about it, to discuss things, clear the air, bring light to the situation, that kind of thing. So what does he want? What does a masculine really want with this? Yeah, look at that. He sees that both of them in some ways have been clashing. Look at the mirror reflection, shared feelings and you. So it could be that he has felt that they have had very different ideas. Maybe there was a misunderstanding. And if he hasn't really communicated what he was feeling or where he really wanted this relationship to go, and it might have been confusing for him, because on one hand we see someone who wants to come in and have the no strings kind of thing, but at the same time he's got very deep feelings, so there could be a commitment fear. But it's like she might have been getting mixed signals from that. So she might have been feeling on a deeper level these deep feelings that he has for her, this strong spiritual bond that he has with her, and then also this fear and a pulling back, and might have felt that, okay, he's coming in with all this beautiful energy, and it might have felt a little bit like a love bombing, but he actually genuinely meant it with all the beautiful stuff that he's shown towards her. He's actually meant that. But she might have felt in some ways used, because it has come across as, I really enjoy your company, I want to be with you, I want to learn more. May have been a very physical connection, intimacy. They may have even shared some really deep conversations, philosophical, about where they are in the world, might have shared some really personal things about their past or their childhood, just connected and bonded in that way. And then there's a pullback, so it's quite painful in that way. So he's saying, I want to not clash with you anymore. I want to show you that maybe in some ways we're not so different after all. He could have even said to her, like, we have different values, we have different lives. But if anything, she's kind of shown him, even if they do and have at some point had different values and lives, that, it can work. Opposites can attract, as they say. But at the same time, I feel like she's shown to him, she's really made him look in the mirror as well. And I think he wants to show her that he's had some kind of epiphany and awakening here as to maybe where, things that he wasn't aware of, that he was saying or doing, that could have contributed to this clashing. So what does he want to say? He says, I want to be more than friends. So it could have really could have confused her at one stage, where he might have been holding her at arm's length, where she was feeling that, okay, he wants to be with me, or he does love me, or he has got feelings, and then to have this maybe shutting down or something, whatever it might have been, where it just seemed like more like friends with benefits or something. He's saying, I want to be more than friends, and I knew exactly what I was doing. And the feminine, what does she, well, actually I just wanted to get one on that one as well. What does he want? What does he want? What does the masculine want here? Yeah, he wants a new beginning with her. Something that they can actually plant a seed towards growing something that's where their values are both aligned. So yeah, it does look like he wants a new beginning with her, like a fresh slate. Yeah, maybe isn't able to offer a lot, but just wants to show her a token of appreciation, a token of love, you know, whatever it might be. You might literally want to give her something that's physical in the material world, like a little gift, to make amends. And the feminine, what does she want? Well, I've got a few here. So conflicted, multiple choices, inconsistency, decisions. She's conflicted, she's exhausted by the journey, but also the infatuation side of it. There's that obsession that we saw before with the clinging and holding on, which is just exhausting for her. So, you know, being twins, they definitely feel that chemistry, but it's also the journey, the challenges that can be quite exhausting, and there can be an obsession over the challenges as well, because you're trying to fix something, you want to resolve something here, but it's hard when there's maybe a no contact situation or a limited contact, separation, heartbreak, things like that, and even just being in your mind trying to wonder what they're doing or thinking, or what, you know, what's the next best thing to do. I mean, when you're healing too, it can be quite what do they say, it's a very exhausting process, you know. So yeah, I feel like it says addictions, adoration, so there could be this whole thing of I need to just let go, but I can't. And the King of Hearts, that's what she wants, is for him to come into his emotional mastery, to be able to embrace his emotions and feelings and express them. Because the King of Hearts doesn't really express them. He's not gushy like the Knight of Cups might be, but he is reserved, but he definitely is a king, so he's able to show her through his actions as well how much he adores her and loves her and is devoted to her. And that's what she wants, is for him to show her that he's solid in this and that he knows what he wants and he's not afraid to feel what he feels, you know. She says, you came closer than anyone, and just being near you is intoxicating. So it's like that addiction there. And I replay our conversations over and over. So that might be something she's obsessing over, is the beautiful times, the things where there were beautiful communication, maybe beautiful things he said to her, maybe there was an I love you or something. There's something that she's confused, she's conflicted, but she's thinking, well, you said this and it felt real, and it is real, and I don't understand why this other stuff's happening. Yeah, okay, so we want to see what the action is. What is the masculine's action? But before we do, we'll get some more message cards. Masculine says, I feel like it's all my fault. I know I've messed things up between us. I'm in a lot of pain right now. That's why it's easier to just stay away for now so I can lick my wounds. And we do see that shattered, broken heart, being guarded, maybe a little, self-protective, and just hiding away and just, heal. And he says here, I was thinking about reaching out to you, but then I panicked and stopped myself. I feel very insecure. And we saw that before. Look at that. I often think of reaching out to you, but stop myself out of fear. So he's panicking, stopping himself, feeling very insecure, hasn't moved on, and thinking of making contact, but there's a lot of fear there. And the communication wants to be around reunion, wants to start again, wants a fresh start, wants something grounded that shows you that, you know, this is a reliable thing, but baby steps. And he says, I found myself when I found you. And the feminine says, wow-wheeze, the feminine has a lot to say, but it's a bit too much to say, feminine. She says, I want to have a family with you one day. I remember you. So she's saying, I know your soul. You are always on my mind. And during our time apart, I'm growing and learning every single day. Step by step, I'm becoming the person you deserve. and that she deserves too. And both of them say, you have the power to bring healing to the world. 12, embrace it. So especially if you're seeing 12, that could be something that's significant there. So let's see an action. What is the masculine doing this week? What action will he take this week? Queen of Pentacles. Now, I didn't get the energy. Let me just get the energy first up. What energy is the masculine coming into, please, Spirit, with the action? Oh, man, it's so much with that emotional whirlwind energy, upheaval, the shock, the unexpected, and trouble. So he's going to try and ground his energy and come into more of a secure... It's almost like, see, the eyes are closed. I feel like more focused, probably more focused on money, coin, okay, earning money, work, getting busy with work, because there's a lot of stuff going on emotionally right here. Yes, and some of them could be in the middle of changing jobs as well, which could also be, you know, things are out of his control. This is a Capricorn energy, all about control, power, ambition, status. And at the moment, I think he's just trying to find himself in the world. Where does he stand? There's an insecurity here. There could be this feeling that things are just out of his control and he's got no choice but to just... you know, sit back and wait for the storm to pass. And I've got the star here, which is having hope and faith. Yeah, it's like things are out of his control. He can't really take the right action or make the right decision right now. Aquarius energy here. I feel like he's just got to just wait out the storm and just ground his energy, focus on things that do make him feel secure, which could be his job as well. But yeah, he's just going to stay in his own little zone right here. I don't feel like he's really trying to reach out. He's thinking about it, but not necessarily able to. He's not in a position right now where he feels confident enough to do so. But I can see that he definitely, yeah, he wants to. Can we see maybe a timing? Will he, you know, when will he reach out? Because it looks like he will. I do feel like he will. Let's see. When will he reach out? When will the masculine reach out? Winter time, okay, could be winter. So, yep, could be winter for some of you guys here. Let's get another message for other ones because it's not going to fit everybody. The 8th month could be August. Yep, or it could be the 8th day of the month as well. Yeah. All right, let's have a look. I'm going to get the not female. What am I saying? The feminine's energy with action, okay? What is her action this month, or this week, I should say, this week? What's the feminine's energy this week, like her action? So, farewells, goodbyes, finality, closure. Yeah, it does definitely look like she's closing the door to this right now because it's almost like in her mind, she's made up her mind about something. It's almost like whatever's going on here, if she's not aware of all this, but she's picking up on an energy where he's just closed down, shut down, not talking to her or not replying to things or whatever. He's totally in a chaos right here. She's going to feel like he doesn't care. He's just completely forgotten about me. He's not even willing to give me an explanation. It's almost like this energy. So let's see then. Yes, what else we got here? Feminine's action. Because I don't do reversals, just so you guys know. 7 of Pentacles is awaiting results. So maybe she's kind of, yeah, this could be a slow process. So it may not just be a quick cutoff, but she's preparing herself to say goodbye. Okay, it's all part of that healing process as well, like where we just need to come into acceptance. And that's where I think she's moving into that right now. She's trying to see the results of her own healing as well here. And yeah, I feel like maybe in some ways she doesn't see that, you know, maybe she felt like she was invested more than the masculine, or that there was just this feeling of things have only gotten to a point, but it's not to the actual beautiful ending, you know, it's not come to that beautiful, secure ending. So there's just that disappointed feeling maybe there. So when is the feminine, you know, when might she really just walk away from this? Because I don't feel like she has. But when might she, okay? Because we could see that she Feels like she might be doing that. Well, we see a happy outcome there. It's interesting. It's saying happy outcome. Delays ahead. Yeah, that makes sense then. There's delays ahead for a happy outcome. And what this could mean is within the connection, or it could just mean delays ahead for her own healing and happiness, because there is a holding on still and waiting for the happy outcome with the masculine. Yeah, so it does show yes. So if some of you are feeling, is it the right thing to do at the moment, just to... It's, you know, it's not a goodbye fully. It's a farewell. It's kind of like just letting someone go, surrendering, but it's not a complete shut the door, I'm never going to talk to you ever again. I mean, she says up here, one day, somewhere, another time. So she's invested still in this, but she has to, for now, just walk away. And it says number 7. So it could be July, you know, it could be the 7th day of the month, something along those lines. And now let's get a message for the masculine. Oh my gosh, guys. Yes. So I feel like at the moment they do have to go different ways, only because there's healing. There's some kind of, like, look at this stuff going on within him internally right here. And this stuff within the feminine where she's, maybe this has triggered some core wound within her that she has to heal. So there's just something there. What's going on with the feminine? And sometimes saying goodbye or, you know, saying farewell can only be, for some people it can be weeks. It could be months, and for some people it can be years. But it depends on their healing process, journey, how much they want to resolve things, and playfulness for the feminine. So she's coming, or trying to come into a lighter energy. If some of them have children, they might want to really just put their focus on children right now and family. But yeah, it's definitely showing that she's going to move into something else where it's not so serious. So what's an advice card for the masculine right here? Gosh, guys, look at this. Self-love. I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence let me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I answer the requests of my body and my soul. Thus, I learn to love myself. So I'm feeling that burp come up again. So I feel like there's a fear around the masculines that when it comes to looking within and really loving themselves, really embracing, putting themselves first, might be a really hard thing to do. Being the masculine, they're all about providing and caring for others. So I feel like it could be that he has a bit of guilt around this, because he feels like he might feel like he really doesn't deserve to think of himself, because maybe in the past it was like a selfish energy. But if anything, this is a self-love energy. This is giving to oneself, healing, allowing oneself to embrace that self-respect, the boundaries, everything that he needs for his healing, acknowledgement, you know, that transition as well, being able to confront things and be at peace with it. So yeah, there's all aspects here of looking into shadows and embracing those as well. So the feminine, what's your guidance card here? And he's got to do things that feel right by his soul and his heart. And the feminine needs to come into courage. I am light and I remain light. I trust in God and stand tall before the tests of life. I grow and become wiser through every challenge. I am a being of new life. And I think that's what she's trying to do, is create this new life, this shedding the pain and rising up again. So let's get some charms now, guys, and some letters and numbers and attributes, all those things we're going to get right now. Okay, let's see. Right, let's have a look here. Oh, hang on, where are we up to? So someone might be a chef. They might want to cook for you. They might remember a really beautiful meal that you made. We've got you both hold each other in your hearts, always. We've got the sacral chakra with this color here. So it's just about being able to embrace your feelings, look into those deeper shadows of insecurity, any shame, you know, any pain there, around sexuality as well and sensuality. there's there's healing that needs to be done between the both of you here. We've got the little Buddha, so someone could be into Buddhism. It may be just telling you to meditate on something right now. And we've got the little turtle shell. So it could be that someone will take a while to come out of their shell. It could be that you guys live near the ocean or are oceans apart. Could be that someone's moving right now and trying to find where their home is. But, you know, you do feel at home with each other, but it's kind of hard when you can't be together. It's kind of like, well, where is my home now? Emotionally. And there is cords being cut here as well, which is good. Karmic ties being cut. We've got Aquarius energy, and it says friendly. So, you know, surround yourself with your friends, your tribe, that kind of thing. It could be someone who's an Aquarius right there. I don't know what that is right there. Don't know what that thing is. So we've got this little, I think there was a cat food. What the heck? I have no idea why there'd be cat food in my charm bowl. That's so weird. So maybe some of you have cats. We've got little baby bottles. So yeah, could have children together, want children together. Someone might have a little girl as well, but look at her nurturing the garden bed, so you can imagine. So it's like you've got to nurture your inner child as well. Yep, someone might be a barber or hairdresser. Something still needs to be cut from your lives. Someone might wear Converse or sneakers, play basketball or skateboard, something like that. We've got the Leo, the lion right here as well. We did see that Leo energy coming up before too. So we got some letters. We got a T, U, D, J, Q, K, V, S, C, X, N, Y, A, P, F, M, and a B. Now this could be initials in their name or a place they come from. But I'm going to just quickly look through here. I'm going to have to stop this and write some things down, okay, guys? I might actually do that. Yes, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I'm not going to be on this too long, but otherwise I'll be here all day. But I've got the words cap, as in they might wear a cap on their head a lot or all the time. We have a map, so you could be at a distance from each other if you're looking at a map. We've got the name Pam. Bank, so it could be that someone works at a bank. Cut, kind of reminds me of that hairdresser as well. Tan, they might have a tan. They might wear tank tops, or it could be army related. We got Jan, and it could be January or the name Jan. We've got Tam, Tamra, or Tamara, or Tammy, Tamika. We've got Cam, as in Cameron, but they might be a photographer with a camera, might be looking at your photos. We've got Sam, Samantha, Samuel, Sammy. Family as well, so they see you as their family, but they might be spending a lot of time with family right now. They might have their own family. We've got jam, so music jamming. So I've got the word band as well, so they might play the saxophone. It's so funny that came through. But yeah, they could be in a band, or they just really love, maybe they make their own jam, or they jam with music. Yeah, it's mostly what I'm getting there. Pat, Patrick, Patty, Patricia. Bat could be sports, you know, cricket or something along those lines, or I'm saying cricket or baseball or something. But it could be the animal, the bat as well. So it kind of shows me a night animal, nocturnal. So it could be at night time they're really thinking about you. We've got fat and then cat, which is so funny because I saw like a fat cat. Jack is a name, and Dan as in Daniel or Danielle, but it's so funny they came up together as in Jack Daniels. They might drink that. We've got key, Q-U-A-Y. We've got pub, might have met at a pub, you guys, or it could have been that they're spending time at a pub. We've got, maybe if they're a musician too, they're playing at pubs. We've got, I think, is it back, so they might have an issue with their back, but they definitely want you back. They want you back. And I've got that song from, what are they called again? Oh, God, I can't think of it. Take That, Want You Back for Good. And after back, I had the word pack. So it kind of reminds me of backpacker. So are they backpacking around somewhere right now? Or is that just their kind of lifestyle? I'm not sure. They could be in another country right now. And we got ducks as well. Could be something significant. Ducks here. Might be ducks where you guys live or near where they live. Mandy. I know who that is. Mandy. That came up. And then I had Andy. We got Matt, as in Matthew. It could be that. Yeah, we've got van or vans. So they might wear vans or they might drive a van. Cab, so they could be a taxi driver or someone who gets public transport a lot. We got that taxi driver's song too. And we got cat, K-A-T, buck, B-U-C-K, band, yeah, band came up. And then we got sand, so they might live near the ocean. And we had the word, what was the other word? I can't think of it now. Yeah, you guys might have had a bit of a spat. Look at that S-P-A-T right here as well. So interesting. And I don't keep thinking I've got a H, but I don't have a H in here, do I? No. Yes, that's all I've really got there. I'm sure there's more there that maybe you guys could find. I've got the word, just saw it right now, candy. So maybe they love eating lollies, candy, that kind of thing. They might have a sweet tooth. Someone's name could be Candy. Right, let's get onto the numbers and then we're going to go into the attributes. So this could be their postcode, house number, their age, phone number, could be numbers in a phone number, birth year, you name it, guys. Could be anything. It doesn't have to be in order either. 49288 8. So we're seeing eights, a lot of eights here, and a 1 and a 9 and another 8. Yep. So you might be seeing a lot of eights right now. So it's 492888198. And we're just going to get some attributes right here as well, guys. Right. I love doing these. These are so fun. There's so many in here too. Oh my gosh. Oh, they want to come out. There's quite a few. We've got Pakistan, could be somewhere. Now, any places that come up can be somewhere they have been born in, have lived in, have travelled to for work or on holidays or may live there now. Anything, okay, it could be significant if you've ever talked about these places. Pakistan, an extrovert someone is. We've also got live music. There you go, live music. A new moon. There could be some interesting energies around a new moon. Big laugh somebody has. And we've got Philippines as well as coming up. Black hair, definitely could go with the Philippines. Crush. P is a letter coming up significant here. Could be their initial or a place. Theatre, they might want to take you to a theatre. You turn them on. And then we've got here France, different places coming up. We've got Indonesia coming up here, as well as Austria. Yoga, someone might do yoga. We've got Brazil, got so many places. North America, delivery, so you might receive something in your inbox, email, messenger, text message, or it could be a present in the mail. They might be a delivery driver too. We've got Algeria and Zambia. Wow, we've got so many places. Asia, this is amazing. Love language is physical touch, and they're very cuddly. So interesting, those two are coming up together. Protein shake someone might drink. We got Belarus, and someone could be, oh, look at that, Virgin. But it could be Virgin Airlines too that they're going on. Japan. We've got so many Asian countries. It's amazing it said Asia. South America. Performing arts. Medical issues someone might have and misses you like crazy. Look at that, misses you like crazy. Wow, they really do. And butterflies they have when they think about you. Loves cooking. We did see the cooking. Brown eyes. Could be an introverted person, so we've got an extrovert and an introvert. 25 to 35 could be how many miles or kilometers they are from you, or it could be an age range right here. We've got the letter U and Peru. And loves savory foods. It's amazing, guys. Maybe loves making, cooking savory foods as well. Pretty sure that's everything I've got to do. Let's just get one more card for the masculine here. Yes, within 1 year, there's a lot of changes going on. But when it says within 1 year, I mean, that's within 1 year. That could be any time from now. Could be days, weeks, months, or, it could be close to a year. But what are we looking at with that, please? We got rebuilding. Yeah, rebuilding himself. He's got to rebuild his life. It's like that rebirth, okay, rebirth with that Scorpio energy we had before. Judgment, death, rebirth, okay. The feminine is waiting out the storm. Interesting, he's the one that's got the storm going on. So she's just waiting out whatever's going on with him, but it's her own internal stuff as well with her healing. And she's just focusing on pure contentment within her life, trying to focus on things that make her happy and feel good whilst they're going through separation right now, guys. I hope this has resonated. It's been quite an amazing, quite intense energy, but it's also given a lot of clarity. Yeah, let me know, guys, and I look forward to connecting with you guys next time. Love and blessings.